I don't hear anybody right now.
Nobody's talking.
Oh, but Ben's gonna give me a countdown, right?
I'm getting a message right now with an edit for a team. It's just a team member name swap, so it doesn't have to be done right now. I'll just fix it before.
Ben, are you gonna give me a countdown? I can't hear you if you're muted.
I think he was just gonna go on the Skype chat. Ben is typing.
Oh.
Oops, audio was live. Oops.
Are we live?
Technically, yes, but we're still on the intro screen.
Team given by me in a designated 24-hour period. Teams work from their homes this year and submit a YouTube link of their films before the deadline, which are judged by industry artists. My name is Aubrey Mintz. I'm the contest creator. This initiative began in 2002 as a way for me to find ways to motivate my students outside of the classroom. We stayed up all night, and somehow the students kept working and made kind of the most amount of work they had made all semester in this 24-hour period. So a light bulb went off, and I said, let's keep doing this. And it's been so successful when we started opening it up to other schools. Attendance grew rapidly. And this year we have an amazing 200 teams from 64 schools. That's 1,000 students participating from 11 countries. We have with us today Brazil, Canada, Germany, Mexico, Thailand, the UK, USA, and new to 24 hours, India, Iran, Nigeria, and Taiwan. Welcome to 24 hours, everyone. This contest will teach you about working together, meeting deadlines, making creative decisions under extreme pressure. Although it's quite a bit to do in such a short period of time, every year we always have completed 30-second colored films. And people must have fun with this somehow, because teams return again and again each year. In fact, I heard a record the other day on Facebook saying this was a team's 5th time participating. So something works about this method, so we keep doing it. I would not be here at this minute without the support of the Toon Boom team, the 24 Hours team this year. We'll get to Toon Boom in a second. The 24 Hours team, it started with one of the original participants back in 2010, I think. His name's Vincent Lee, and he participated in kind of a nationwide version of our contest. And they had such a crazy, wild experience that, it's really stuck with him. And last year, after I did this contest, he showed up to my office and said, I want to help you this year. And with Vincent's help, it's kind of propelled, we've gathered a whole new team, and it's propelled into a new professional realm, really. So I don't know if Vincent's online right now. There he is. He's in the yellow shirt. Vincent, you want to say hi?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, well, I'm Vincent. Participate, I think it's back in 008. That's the first. Yeah, it's the first one you threw at Cal State Long Beach. And right now I am a professional storyboard artist and work on many high-profile projects. We're working on some Grammy nominated short with Jay-Z this year. Work on 2 Dua Lipa music videos, and also I got hired by Apple. So
congratulations, Vincent.
yeah, so do this contest, do your best, and yeah, it's gonna help grow your career.
One time we're going to get the 24 Hours alumni back together, and we'll see how many influential people are part of us. I also want to introduce Christina Mott, who's up on our screen here, who's helping produce this year, and she's the behind-the-scenes person, has been responding to all the Facebook posts. Christina, hi.
Hi guys. I'm so excited to see how many people are participating this year in spite of, state of things generally. I'm really excited to see what everyone puts together this year, see all your finished films, and also excited for you to see all the guest judges and other stuff we've got put together for you this year. There's a lot of awesome prizes. It's going to be really awesome.
Thank you, Christina. And behind the scenes, working the buttons right now so you can see all of us, is Ben Lin, who's finishing up a film actually as a graduate student at Cal State Long Beach. I've been working with Ben for a long time, and he's doing some amazing things behind the scenes. So thank you all for helping with this contest. It's been an amazing ride. New this year, we are very proud to show and unveil our first ever 24 Hours animated logo and trailer. It was edited and paid for by one of our major sponsors this year, and I need to call out Toon Boom for this incredibly generous gift. Not only have they given us this video, but also sponsored prizes for 6 teams, which I will announce soon, and also monetary sponsorship. And that allows us to do some amazing things, which will soon be announced. So thank you, Toon Boom. We really love you and appreciate you. And now I present the 24 Hours animated trailer. get 5 Intuos Pro tablets from Wacom. Sony Pictures Animation prize pack for the winning team. Nickelodeon prize pack for one winning team. CRC Press ideas for the animated short book for each team member.
Aubrey, I don't know if everyone can hear us. The chat, a lot of people are saying they can't hear. I'm gonna just check real quick. Oh, can you hear us now?
Apparently, we're having technical difficulties.
Nope. I'm gonna just ask in the back. No, yep, we're back. So, okay, go ahead. I don't know. Maybe start from the sponsors. Run through them.
Oh, you missed the sponsors. Okay, I'm gonna back up, folks, just because we're not sure if you got everything. You can type in the chat to let us know.
Yeah, people are asking to start over. All right,
starting over.
Go back.
Not from the beginning, but the sponsors. Yeah.
The sponsors, yeah.
The sponsors are important. It's like about $170,000.
They need to
I'm gonna start again. All right. All right. Let me start again at the spot. The what?
We need to hear the prizes and the sponsors again. All right, we're back.
Okay, I'm going back. Here we go. This year, due to our extremely generous sponsorship donation, we have raised an astonishing $170,000 in sponsorship prizes that will be awarded to 7 incredible teams this year. We will award 5 teams of college students, 1 team of high school students, and new this year, 1 team of students who are showing something extra special in their Facebook posts and behind the scenes. We want to see the highs and lows that you're experiencing. I've been in this contest for 18 years, and I'm telling you, the best personalities and emotions come out in everyone. So don't hold back. Show us who you are. We want to see you and hear you. And it wasn't enough for the sponsors to give just prizes. They felt this year they needed to give cold, hard cash. So this year, for the first time ever, we are offering money to not 1, not 2, but 3 teams in 24 hours. So I want to thank our sponsors. Here we go. Here's the list. Toon Boom, Animation Magazine, Taffy, CSU Summer Arts, Asifa Hollywood, Illumination, TV Paint, CTN, Wacom, Digicel, CRC Press, Eclipse Tech, Netflix Animation, Mac Hollywood, Pixar, Blue Sky, DreamWorks, Sony Pictures Animation, Walt Disney Animation, Nickelodeon, ILM, Stuart Ing Books, and Your Animated Journey. This is massive. It's the world record of 24 hours contest for the amount of sponsorship prizes we have. It's so generous. It blew us away this year, and we're so happy to award these to our winning teams. So here's what you're playing for. High schoolers, listen up. The winning team will get 5 small Intuos Pro tablets from Wacom, a Sony Pictures Animation prize pack with a bunch of stuff that nobody else can get but you. Same prize pack for Nickelodeon, 5 prizes for your team. CRC Press is giving ideas for the animated short 2nd edition for each team member. Your Animated Journey is giving a book for each team member. And Taffy, the Toronto Animated Arts Film International, is giving full student passes to all of the team members. Folks, that is a $2,775 value prize. Congratulations to whoever wins that. Whoever wins 5th place in the college level will get an Illumination prize pack, Asifa Hollywood 5 one-year associate memberships to Asifa Hollywood, CRC Press ideas for the animated short 2nd edition for each team member. Disney Animation Studios is offering one-on-one feedback sessions for each team member, plus a virtual pass invitation to Walt Disney Animation Studios Inspire Day. This is like an event, a day event that you have to be invited to with great guest speakers. Your Animated Journey is giving away books for each member, and the Toronto Arts and Animation Festival International will give away full passes for each member. 4th place, okay, that value was $1,600. This value is $4,800 if you win 4th place. Toon Boom is giving Harmony Premium 1-year license and Storyboard Pro 1-year license for each team member. Blue Sky is giving a prize pack for each team member. Stuart Ing Books is giving $75 gift certificate for each team member. CRC Press Ideas for the Animated Short, 2nd edition for each team member. Disney Animation Studios, you also get to participate in one-on-one feedback and virtual pass invitation to Inspire Day. Your Animated Journey gives you 1 book for each team member, and Taffy also full passes for each team member. Now we move to 3rd place. Whoever gets this is a $9,125 value, folks. CSU Summer Arts is giving $500 scholarships to CSU Summer Arts for each team member. Toon Boom is giving Harmony Premium 1-year license and Storyboard Pro 1-year license for each team member. Digicel is giving 5 pro licenses of Flipbook software. DreamWorks is giving a prize pack for each team member. Disney Animation Studios, you will get one-on-one feedback for your portfolios, as well as a pass to Inspire Day. CRC Press Ideas for the Animated Short, 2nd edition for each team member. Eclipse Tech is giving $50 in virtual machine time. That means like a machine you can use, a computer that's powerful through the internet for each team member. Your Animated Journey is giving you a book for each team member, and Taffy is giving full student passes to each team member. Now we're in 2nd place. It jumps to $13,775. This one has a cash prize. $1,000 cash to split amongst your whole team. CSU Summer Arts is giving $1,000 scholarship to each team member for CSU Summer Arts. CTNX will be giving a five full ride passports for CTNX 2021. Toon Boom is giving Harmony Premium 1-year license and Storyboard Pro 1-year license for each team member. Pixar is giving a prize pack to each team member. Disney Animation Studios will be giving feedback sessions one-on-one and a pass to Inspire Day for each team member. Ideas for the Animated Short, 2nd edition for each team member. Eclipse Tech, $50 in virtual machine time for each team member. Your Animated Journey for each team member, and Taffy passes for each team member. Big prizes, folks. And finally, in 1st place, whoever gets this grand prize, a whopping $20,000, $675 value. I think the first time we ever had sponsors, it was like half that amount. I think it was like $500. Now we're up to $20,000 for one team. Crazy. You folks who win 1st place will get $1,500 in cash to split amongst your 5 team members. CSU Summer Arts is giving $2,000 scholarship to CSU Summer Arts for each team member. Toon Boom Harmony Premium 1-year license and Storyboard Pro 1-year license for each team member. TV Paint is giving lifetime licenses to TV Paint Animation Standard Edition for each team member. Wacom is giving 5 Intuos Pro tablets to each winning team member. Netflix is giving prize packs for each winning team member. Disney Animation Studios feedback sessions and Inspire Day for each team member. CRC Press Ideas for the Animated Short, 2nd edition for each team member. Eclipse Tech, $50 in virtual machine time for each team member. Your Animated Journey, books for each team member, and Taffy, full student passes for each team member. Whoa. So if you didn't think that was enough, we have one more thing to announce, and I'm going to invite Christina to talk about our special behind-the-scenes prize. Christina, take it away.
Yeah, so, there's like 200 teams participating this year, 5 awesome prizes for the top performing films, 1 special prize for the high school champions, and then there's one more chance to win a sponsor prize this year, which I guess I'll tell you what you'll win, and then I'll tell you what you have to do to get it. So if your team would like to have a chance to win $500 cash, US dollars, a Toon Boom package, which includes the 1-year license to Toon Boom Harmony Premium, as well as a 1-year license to Storyboard Pro for each of the 5 team members. 5 Wacom Intuos tablets from Mac Hollywood. 5 full student passes to Taffy, and a prize pack for each of you from Industrial Light and Magic, ILM. Amazing prize package. All you got to do is send us your behind the scenes footage. We want to have photos, videos. You can share your progress pic if you're not feeling like super protective of your works in progress. Anything that's part of your experience while it's happening, we want to see it. We're sad that we can't be on campus this year. A lot of people are practicing social distancing still. Please do continue to do that, by the way. Be safe, wash your hands, stay home. You're going to be home animated for 24 hours, so mission accomplished. But tell us what it's like for you this year. Share it on our Facebook page. You can share it while it's happening, and then we'd also love it if you could send it to our Google Drive. There are links to that on all of the digital resources, and we'll just check the Facebook page for that. Because we want to see you, we want to hear your story, and we want to be able to promote the competition to be even bigger next year. It is not mandatory, but highly encouraged, as incentivized by that beautiful prize package. So people usually do a really great job of sharing their experience anyway while it happens. We just want to really be sure we get a lot of feedback this year since we're doing it remote. You can share it on, like I said, Facebook, Google Drive, and any social media, hashtag 24 hours contest. Please and thank you.
Thank you, Christina. So that was really exciting for us to be able to do that as well this year. So show us what you got. The next new thing we're doing this year is we have a great schedule, which you've hopefully all downloaded, but we'll be talking about today. And we're going to have check-ins for each region. So what I'm going to do right now is announce what the regions are. And in the same manner, I'm going to announce the schools who are participating. So if you're listening from home, I know you can't all be together. Give yourselves a cheer, pat on the back, type something up on the chat, just so we know you're there. But basically these check-ins will be, we want to know how you're doing. That will be a prime time to post, pictures or something that encapsulates your team. And we'll probably be scrolling through the Facebook page. That way we can just make sure you're alive and well. And, part of this, the reason why I decided to continue it this year, even though it was a pandemic, is to keep this feeling of community. So much of us feel so isolated and on our own, and we need reasons, and we need these events to kind of bring us together. And the animation community is one of those things that just kept going. Content is thriving right now. As you see, the studios keep going and keep hiring. So this was our way to say we want to be part of that. We want to include all of you as part of that. So here it is. Join us for the check-ins, and here's when you're going to check in. First is the Asia region. And teams from India in Jamia Millia Islamia, that school is going to join us. From Iran, University of Tehran will join us. Taiwan National Pingtung University will join us. And Sushin University in Taiwan will join us. And from Thailand, last year's winner, Rangsit University. This is the team to beat this year, but they also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams this year. So who knows? Competition's on. So that's Asia region. When you're on the schedule, please show up to the check-in, give us a chat, let us know how you're doing, and we'll go from there. The other check-in will be the Europe region. And this is from the UK, the United Kingdom, Edinburgh College, please join us then, Kingston University in London, Portsmouth University, and University of Salford, please join us. And in Germany, Kunsthochschule Kassel. Did I do good? Okay, there it is. Please join us. I did my best German accent there. And so that is the Europe region. So when we call for you, come on in, show us your stuff. The next check-in will be East America's region. This is Brazil, Bela Artes University, Escola Británica de Artes Creativas. Come join us. Fundacio Armando Alvarez Pentedeo. Sorry if I'm butchering these. In Canada, on the east side, from Montreal, Cégep du Vieux Montréal, and Concordia University. And from the United States, Edinburgh University of Pennsylvania, Georgia Southern University, Ringling College of Art and Design, Savannah College of Art and Design, Syracuse University, and Virginia Commonwealth University. You're all part of that check-in. Another check-in region is Middle Americas region. From Canada, we have Ontario College of Art and Design. I hear a truck or something. Seneca College, Sheridan College. Sheridan, oh my Lord. Sheridan has 30 teams this year, folks. Watch out. It's the Sheridan Army. And Sizzler High School from Manitoba can join us during that time. Welcome, Sizzler. And in Mexico, ITESM Campus Querétaro and SAE Institute in Mexico. And from the United States, Austin Peay State University, Central Michigan University, Columbus College of Art and Design, DePaul University, Grand Valley State University, Middle Tennessee State University, Nevada State College, New Mexico State University, and Salt Lake Community College. You guys are all part of the Middle Americas region. And we go to West America region. In Canada, Capilano University, please join us then. Think Tank Training Center, Vancouver Film School. And in United States, please join us from the Academy of Art University in San Francisco, California Institute of the Arts, CalArts, Kenyatta College, Chapman University, CSU Chico, CSU Fullerton, CSU Long Beach, CSU Los Angeles, CSU Northridge, Danny Academy, DigiPen Institute of Technology, East Los Angeles College, Laguna College of Art and Design, where this contest began in 2002, if you didn't know, Loyola Marymount University, Orange Coast College, Otis College of Art and Design, Roland High School, welcome Roland, San Jose State University, the Los Angeles Film School, University of California, Berkeley, Cal, University of Hawaii, Manoa. Moana's the movie, Manoa's the place. University of Southern California, USC, and Woodbury University. This is like a staggering, 65 schools this year. I'm blown away by all those that are returning and the new colleges and high schools. Welcome. It's going to be a wild ride. Next, we're going to talk about our schedule of guests, and I'm going to bring Christina back to talk about the schedule.
I do have some background noise. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Otherwise, if it's too much feedback, Aubrey can take back over for me. But the schedule that we have for you guys this year includes the check-ins Aubrey just mentioned, as well as a bunch of really cool guest judges and special messages from them, and just awesome people with advice and animation tips. So the first thing you guys are going to want to come back for is at 5 o'clock in about an hour and a half. We have a special message for the contestants from none other than Peter Ramsey, a director on Sony and Marvel's excuse me, Into the Spider-Verse. Really awesome movie, groundbreaking animation. He's got a special message to kick us off, and then we will come back with story tips and tricks with guest judge Mark Ackland, followed by a Q&A session in case anyone is feeling a little confused after the first hour of meeting with your team. We'll check in with the teams in Asia, and then we will let you work for a little bit. Second check-in that we're going to have is a production design conversation with Leslie Hedrick. Sorry, Leslie. She is a guest judge for us this year. She's going to talk about her experience on a bunch of computer-generated animation on live-action films, and then she went on to supervisory role in some preschool films. She will be coming on with us at 8 o'clock Pacific Time, 2000 hours, followed by check-in number 2 with the teams in Europe. We will then return at 11 p.m. Pacific, 2300 hours, our time, with guest judge Mike Roberts, who is on a bunch of awesome stuff, such as BoJack Horseman. Let me see his profile real quick, sorry. I have him as the animator, director, and storyboard artist who has worked in Toronto, New York, and London. Shows like BoJack Horseman, F is for Family, Trip Tank, awesome stuff. Then we will have a special message to close out the night, pre-recorded from our other guest judge, Karina Gazizova. That'll be at midnight our time. Then we're all going to take a nap. You guys are going to keep working. We'll come back at 7 a.m. for yoga. We have someone coming in to do some guided stretches. They're going to focus on wrists, shoulders, back, all levels, just a nice physical break to make sure nobody is just turning into a crippled ball of animation tension. That'll be at 7 a.m. Then at 9 a.m. Pacific time, we will be talking to guest judge Alessandra Sorrentino, followed by check-in number 4 with a shout out to America's Mid. Did I miss? Oh, America's East will check in with Mike Roberts, by the way. Followed by, briefly gonna close my window. Sorry guys, lots of noise. Aubrey, you wanna take over for a second for me, please?
Sure. This is the joys of working from home. Where did we leave off? We left off at Alessandra. And next, we are going to see, is it the message from Galen?
Message from Galen. He's got a really awesome motivational message. Sorry, I don't know if closing my window made any difference. Can you hear me okay?
You're perfect.
Yeah. So Galen Shu pre-recorded a really awesome message for everyone rounding into that home stretch there. So check that out at 11 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. Taking this into the last check-in with our technical wizard, Frank Lima, and Michelle Tompkins Lima will be joining us to give you guys just those final tips at 12 p.m. Pacific time. All of the exporting advice and post-production stuff that you might have technical questions for. Awesome people who have been through the competition multiple times and are both currently working at DreamWorks as professional animators. So those are the check-ins that we've got. Make sure that you check on the schedule PDF, which is available in the Google Drive for you. It should have links to all of the live streams, so you can just kind of follow along as it's happening. Make sure you're checking in for your regional check-in, asking questions on the Facebook page. We're doing our best to keep up with all of the chat and questions and everything. And we want to make sure that you see the awesome advice from these guest judges and other cool animators. So there's also links on there for the submission, which we will probably talk about in further detail later, but that's a good resource with all the handy links there for you.
Thank you, Christina. That was great. And so just generally, if you folks want to, I know the urge will be to continue to work on your films. We've asked you just to come to one check-in, but you're all welcome to come to all of them, at least to hear the guest speakers, because they have a lot of great things to say. And we put them at specific spots for you in terms of where you're going to be at in your production schedule. So, you know, Mark's going to talk about story and how to develop story. Leslie's going to come in, round out story, and you should be getting into production design and give some tips about kind of creative design for, you know, a budget picture, and things like that. So even if it's not all of you, if just one, you want to designate one person on the team to check in, that's fine too. But it'll also be your chance to ask questions of these amazing artists and directors, and check in with us, and if you have any more questions about 24 hours. So it's just a good time to feel the community and check in. How do we check in? Christina?
So just the way you guys are all being really active and having so much fun on the chat, very active right now. So that's what we want to see, is just, represent your region, shout out to your school, make some friends. This is an international animation competition. You guys all have this experience in common. So we just want to keep the community engaged. You guys can, like we said, check in on Facebook at any point, but especially during your shout out time. We want to see your ups, downs, and in-betweens. I was so proud of myself.
Ooh, I like that animation lingo there, Christina. Nice work.
You guys.
And when you, good pun, very punny. You gotta expect that from the dad over here. What we're gonna do is show the Facebook feed during these check-ins as well. So whatever you post, we're all gonna share. So it'll be fun. I just want to give a great thank you to our judges who are taking time out from their extremely busy schedule. These are all working people. Galin Chu, animation director at Blue Sky Studios. Alessandra Sorrentino, she's a 2D animator, story artist at Blue Sky. She was at Cartoon Saloon. Karina Gazizova, also an original 24 Hours participant, director of Wacky Races, storyboard artist, Teen Titans Go, technical director at Studio Red Frog in France. Mark Ackland, storyboard artist on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Wander Over Yonder and the new Mickey Mouse shorts. Leslie Hedrick, director at Remy and Boo, studio creative director and head of animation on Paw Patrol. Eric Calderon, independent producer, writer, and host of Surviving Animation on YouTube. And Alanson Mann, VP of creative strategy at Sony Pictures Animation. So these are wonderful people with great experience that will be looking at all the films and evaluating them. So check in with them. All right, now we're going to get into the rules. So listen up. Here we go. Teachers, for all you teachers out there, thank you, first of all. Thank you for taking the time. This is not your regular schedule. This is not your, this is outside of the classroom, and you're spending time helping your students, and that's just really, really amazing. It's like those outside the classroom initiatives that take extra time for the teachers, they really have a huge effect. So just thank you, really. It means tons. So we're just asking you to stay in touch with your teams, make sure they're motivated, fed, not killing each other, that kind of stuff. Don't feel you have to stay up the whole 24 hours. Just check in from time to time, and if they need anything. Teams check in with each other too, like keep your windows open. Don't just work in the dark and assume everyone's around. Just motivate each other, pretend you're in the same space. Keep alive, of course, connected, remain connected. That's the most important thing. Teachers, you cannot give any answers in any way. This is a competition for the students only. No drawing, no whispering, no passing notes, no charades. The one thing you can do as a teacher is ask students questions. If you've watched Project Runway, Tim Gunn, when he's like, I'm not sure it's reading. Is there another way? Or make it work, or something like that. You can guide them with questions, but don't give any answers at all. You can't help troubleshoot with them. You can't give them any technical advice. It's all on their own. Students got to figure this one out for themselves. You can remind students to stay well nourished with healthy food, and you can also post for them. If you want to be that person that posts team pictures or writes about how the teams are doing, we'd love to hear from you on the Facebook page. So that's a good way that all of us can stay connected. Team name card. Okay, so this is important for all teams, and it's up on our care package in files on the Facebook page. Download those files, because in there you'll see team name card. Basically, it's a PSD. It's a Photoshop file, and we want you just to simply delete the text that's in there. Put your team name text, the same team name that you registered with the contest. You can't change it at this point. Do not put the title of your film. Only put the team name, and that's it. Don't put artwork. Don't put sound. Nothing. It just should have 72 frames or 3 seconds of just your team name, okay? And that will go on the front of every film at the beginning. So it won't count as part of your 30 seconds. So all films will be 33 seconds because you'll have this 3-second title card, okay? Do not use your school name. Do not use personal team members' names. Only use the team name you registered with. If you have a separate title for your film, like that's not your team name, it's just a separate title, you want to call your film something, that is going to be part of the 30 seconds. And that you can have the sound and the animated work and the backgrounds and the artwork around it, okay? But that's part of your 30-second film. The team name is not part of the 30-second film. Got it? All this is important from here on in, because if you don't follow these rules, you can be disqualified. So it's really important to pay attention here. You must post your final films on YouTube. So if you don't have a YouTube channel now, make one. Like the first thing one of your team members does is make a YouTube channel. Make sure it has the name of your team name, not your personal names. It shouldn't be Joe Schmo's Facebook or YouTube. It should be your team name, YouTube, okay? And then make sure it's public, because if we click on it and it's private, we won't be able to watch it, or the judges won't be able to watch it. So make sure you check it, double check it, triple check it. We recommend doing it like 2 hours before the deadline, just to have a version, even if it's not the final version. And then you're going to put it up on our form builder form, which Christina has put on your sheets, okay, that you've downloaded. So you'll be able to just click it, up will pop a box, you'll fill out all the info, and you'll paste the YouTube link right in there. And that's how we're submitting this year. We must get those before or at 4 p.m. If it reads, we'll have a timer. If it reads 4:01 p.m., even if you've worked all 24 hours and 1 minute on it, it will not be counted. It will be disqualified. And that is so heartbreaking. Like, we hate it, because we know how hard it is to do this. It's almost impossible to do 30 seconds of animation in 24 hours. So we want to accept it, but we can't. It's the rules. So submit it before. Even if you think it's going to take a minute to like hit send, do me a favor and send it at like 3 p.m. Don't send it at 4 p.m. The deadline is 4, but every year I see this. There's always like 15 teams that are like, no, I sent it, I swear. But if the time code says after 4:01 p.m., we cannot accept it. So be very, very careful with that. Winners will be announced on Friday, October 9th at 3 p.m. So around this time next Friday. Same, way we're doing it right now. We'll also post a link on 24-hour on the Facebook page. We will announce our prizes then, and we'll announce all our winners. Okay? This is a disclaimer. 24 hours cannot be held responsible for unsent, unreceived prizes. We don't send the prizes. They come from the sponsors mostly. Most people get them. Once in a while, it gets lost in the mail or something. There's nothing we can do about it, but we will try our best to push it forward. But that's just a disclaimer. Everyone should get everything. That's the goal. Okay, artwork. Oh, I better rush here. We got less than 20 minutes. Teams can create their films in any mediums they choose. Traditional, CG, stop motion, experimental, rotoscope, as long as it's frame-by-frame manipulation. No live action. If you want to do rotoscope, you have to manipulate each frame, and you want to make it exciting. You're advised to think about the strengths of your team and how you might execute your films based on those strengths. You may not create any artwork ahead of time. If you have something in front of you that looks like artwork that you want to use in your film, put it in the garbage. You cannot bring anything into this film, okay? You start from scratch when I say go. You should arrive at the contest prepared with all your supplies, equipment, whatever you need, okay? Hopefully you've got it now. You cannot download rigs or models. Everything must be created from scratch during the contest. Start with nothing. You have a 30-second animated film at the end. This will force you to think on your toes and work within constraints. Remember, Charles and Ray Eames said constraints is what makes the beauty of design. So, you have to work within what we give you here. Music and sound may be sourced. You do not have to do your own music. You're not expected to, but if you have the ability and desire to, as some teams have in the past, go for it. But if you do choose other people's music, it must be royalty and copyright free. This is important because you don't want YouTube to remove your film, basically. Your health. Have fun. It's challenging competition. You may get totally stressed out. People are going to cry. People are going to fight. It happened all before. But remember, it's just a contest. It's not real life. This is not an actual job. It's meant to prepare you for a job, but it's not a job. And try and enjoy the experience. Please try. Take care of each other. That's most important. Even if you're on different teams, we want everyone to be alive at the end of 24 hours. As we've said before, post your experience, whether it's pictures, videos, artwork, whatever it is, put it all on the Facebook page, and at the end, compile it together and dump it into the Google Drive that we gave you the link for. And those are the ones, once we get that Google Drive link, those are the ones we're going to judge for the final behind the scenes prize. So make sure you put it up on there, okay? If you want to dedicate one person on your team to just be the documenter and do all that stuff and put it up at the end, you have until Sunday. So you could even put it up after the contest if you want. This is going to be an amazing event. I look forward to seeing all the school's films. Enjoy the craziness, the creativity, the competition. I promise you, you will never forget your 24 hours. Are you ready for this year's 24 hours theme? All right, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to read the theme. You've got 15 minutes left. It probably won't take me 15 minutes to read it. So as soon as I finish and I say go, you can start, even if it's a few minutes early. My gift to you. Here we go. 24 hours theme for 2020. In January 2020, the World Health Organization declared the COVID-19 outbreak a global health emergency. Travel was banned. Schools, movie theaters, and restaurants were shut down. The Olympics were postponed. Wearing face coverings have become the new norm, and gatherings were reduced from 50 to 10 to locking down in our homes, where work and life never quite balance out. Some of us had to get to know our families again, while our grandparents tried to catch glimpses of their grandchildren through screens that don't always connect. And we coped through memes that tell us to keep calm and carry on while we tried to pretend that this was just the new normal. Some regions saw numbers of fatalities rise, while others demanded haircuts in football. Some of us lost our jobs. Some of us lost our homes. The global economy was headed for its worst downturn since the Great Depression. Millions of people became sick. Hundreds of thousands have died. Some don't believe it's real. Some believe it will never go away. Some people comply. Some protest. Some fight for privilege. Some fight for their lives. We all felt isolated. We all found ways to adapt. Communities were redefined as we learned new ways to socialize and share and love thy neighbor from a distance. Artists continue to create because people still need stories and entertainment, and more than ever, to use their imagination to escape reality. Now, 10 months later, as you put everything into perspective, you've been asked to redefine what essential means to you as you reassess your priorities. You have all had vastly different experiences that have defined how you look at the world in a global pandemic. Depending on your geography and worldview, some things have changed and some have not. Create a 30-second animated film about how this pandemic has affected you. You have 24 hours. You can go now.
All right, that's your time, guys. Get going. Animate. We will post on the Facebook group the prompt as well, but all of your resources are online and your time starts now. Is there anything else we need to say, Aubrey? Just wrapping up the live stream now. Really active chat. Thanks, guys.